Hello, everybody. Over the past couple years, especially since I've been working on my 67, I've mentioned a few times that I wanted a 427 eventually. And I've been gathering, you know, junk parts and stuff for that engine for a long time. Decided that the best way to for me to build that engine is to uh, just go ahead and do a short block. And I'm still hunting a set of pistons, but I'll find a set. If they're standard, that's fine. Cast will be just as good as I need it. Forged will be better than I need it. But that's a 454 block. 454 and 427 has the same bore, same size pistons. The difference is the wrist pin location and stroke. But 396 strokes the same as a 427. So I have that steel crank that came out of deep sea that I can try to clean up and use, or I have a cast crank. Either way, it's going to be what I want it to be. I'm not taking that block to a machine shop. I'm going to do all the cleaning up and stuff here. Hone it and sanding, wire brushing, pressure washing. I'm going to do it all here. I was up here in the shed digging through some parts and wanted to show you what all I've found. Of course, that block. These are the rocker arms and stuff that came out of, they're mixed. So there's some deep sea rocker arms, my engine, Harvey's engine rocker arms, and the ones that were in originally Dad's 396, and I wanted to show you the difference, one of the differences. Now that's been ground a little bit, but you can see that hole stamped everywhere else except where I ground it a tiny bit. And that was really to get rid of a burr because the rocker arm was hitting the stud. And I ended up running a different set of rocker arms. But I wanted to show you this because that's an L. You can barely see it. Well, you can right there. That's an L, which is the same as an H. But, well, to me, that might have been partially stamped, but it looks like it's been opened up. But, yeah, that's been opened up. It's not near as uniform. That L78 that's in Dad's car originally had the majority of them are L's or H's, but a few of them are these Y's, and the Y's have been ground out bigger. But I wanted you to see the difference between high performance and standard. That's a 325 horse. That's an L78. And as you can see, most of that's not been ground. And then just to show you these, I replaced any of them on Harvey's engine that was galled it up like that. can see it wasn't getting very much oil. It wasn't getting very much oil because too shiny. You see where the hole is? It's shiny. The push rod and rocker arm is wore enough that it wasn't oiling. So I found these, and there's 2 sets of push rods in here. Those are newer push rods, and these are the ones out of deep sea. Some of those actually ended up in my car. So I've got those, and I got this stuff. Now, first off, that is a L78 balancer. The one we used was a 454 balancer that somebody had milled the weight off. But that's a, well, it's the balancer off of Dad's car probably. And that is 8-inch balancer versus what I think it's supposed to be a 7, I think, but that's 8. So whatever the stock size is, the standard performance one's smaller than that. And well, I didn't, which I can only go by the internet. On my balancer on Harvey's engine, that pulley is even with the balancer. And that pulley, supposedly, I don't know, but supposedly, it's a GM 386277-2BK, which I believe, I looked it up, that's a 375 horse deep groove, I believe, deep groove pulley. I've had some of this stuff for a very long time. Years ago, I had a cousin gift me a bunch of parts from a 396 that he scattered, and well, it dropped the valve. That's a Crane HMV 278. 278 2ANC Crane 1346.87. That cam's been out a very long time. That's a hydraulic cam. A couple years ago, I was at a swap meet and came across a old stock set of Crane hydraulic lifters. So the plan is running that cam, 2 lifters. I've got to use time and set 454 GM head gaskets out here. They're used, but I'm going to paint them and use them. I've got another set of oval port intake gaskets. There's a set of used valve springs out here. The reason I'm mentioning all this is because, you know, if you watch a lot of my videos, I'll go out of my way sometimes to be as cheap as I can be. And this isn't any different than that. I'm going to buy what I have to buy, which is a set of used pistons. I'm not buying new ones. I don't really care what they are. Like I mentioned, they can be cast or they can be forged, but they have to be standard 427 pistons, because I'm not having that motor bored. I'm honing it myself, I'm cleaning it myself, and I'm putting it back together. And it's going to be in this shed. I'm going to put it together in this shed, and I'm going to film as much of that as I can. It might be a little bit like the neon engine assembly video, with the exception that I'm going to try to actually talk in it and show you some stuff. But this is a low budget project because it's not something that I actually have to have right now, but it's something that I want. I've wanted a 427 for all my life. I grew up hearing stories about Dad's 427. I actually did ride in that car once. It left a very lasting impression on me. Honestly, if it hadn't been for riding in that car, I'm not sure that I would be fixing any Chevelles right now. Honestly, I believe and totally give credit to Dad giving me a ride in that car for me being the way I am, for me wanting to build this stuff. So I decided that I could do this the right way, and I could get out here and blow it up, or I could get out here on a, hodgepodge of an engine and get out here and blow it up, or not blow it up. They may not blow up. Either one of them might not, but either one of them could. So just like the transmission project that I did, where I got out here and I dug through parts and I found stuff and I made it work, the engine is going to be as close to that as I can get. It's going to be kind of like a scrap pile big block. But I've kind of thought about calling this project the 427 for 427, $427. So, and that's on the high end of my range, because I'm not having any machine work done. It's all finding parts, and it's all making stuff work. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. A little bit of an introductory. It's not going to be a common engine build, and it's going to take me a long time to do. And I know it's going to take me a long time to do this, but it's just, this is the way I want to do it. And maybe some of you might enjoy it, and whether it runs for 20 years or blows up the first time I crank it, you guys are going to get to see it. So I'll see you again next time. Tell me what you think. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more.